Всем привет, с вами Марио, мы продолжаем проходить «Волка среди нас», четвертый эпизод, приятного просмотра. Умное заклинание лежит. Так.
I don't care who killed the prostitutes. If Crane was helping himself to the community coffers, it means his hand was in my pocket, and you just let him go!
I don't know what you heard, but it didn't happen like that.
Are you denying the facts?
She's denying me the chance to get a word in. Now, Miss White,
Sheriff Bigby has returned.
Ah, there's the old wrecking bowl himself.
Bigby, where have you been?
I'm not finished here, Miss White.
You will have to wait. Just one moment, please.
Look what I found.
Починим.
Seems your dog wants a biscuit.
Buffkin, get this piece in the mirror right away.
Можно я ему по морде
pleasure, Miss White.
врежу разочек?
Finally, things are swinging back in the right direction. Good work, Bigby. You've been gone all day. What did you uncover? I thought you were going to report back to me. I mean, it's fine. So what else did you find out?
I gotta say, this thing reaches a lot further than we thought. Crooked Man has something on everybody. It wasn't just beauty and the loan. Beast was working for him. His goon, the Jersey Devil, is putting the squeeze on all kinds of fables down at the Lucky Pawn. And he's got fables enslaved at the butcher shop, making black market magic.
This is worse than we could have imagined.
But that's over now, because we got the mirror. And once it's fixed, we got him. That's how Crane did it. That's how we're gonna do it.
Excellent work. Really.
Sheriff, I could use your assistance. Would you join me at the mirror?
Ну давай.
Don't go far, Sheriff. I'd like to have a few words of my own with you.
Unbelievable. Pompous ass.
Why don't you go fuck off until I'm good and ready?
I don't understand. This piece just doesn't want to join the rest. Do you have any idea why?
Может, на
Got
другого.
me.
Not necessarily.
Well, where did you find it? What has it gone through since being separated from the rest? Shattering is a very traumatic experience, you know. So this process can be a little touchy. It helps that I have a good working relationship with the mirror.
Crane was carrying it for part of the night, at least. I found it in his coat. It's pretty amazing it's still intact after the fight, the kidnapping, and then riding around with Bloody Mary for however...
Yes, Miss White was asking about her. That explains it. You know who and the mirror have a very unhappy history with each other. How would you like it if she tried to use you as a doorway?
I think I already know the feeling.
Well, I think I know how to proceed now. It will just take a little extra coaxing, that's all. Thank you for your help.
Ну давай.
It could be a while, Sheriff. I'll find you when it's ready. Besides which, he might not want to come out with you watching.
Oh, he doesn't like being spied on.
Давай, Бавкин, почини это зеркало.
Is it fixed? Did you ask about the Crooked Man?
Buffkin's still working on it. He said it might be a while.
If you're so self-reliant, what do you want from the business office so bad?
What I want is my business.
I can't take those two right now. We're trying to catch a murderer, and they're over there bickering about bureaucracy.
Самое
We're
важное.
at war. Don't they realize that?
Do you need some help over there?
Yeah, thanks. Go talk to Toad. But just so you know, we can't pay him. He really needs to go to the farm, you know. So just break the news and be done with it, okay?
А у меня есть деньги. Я отдам ему их.
Toad, come here.
I see how it is. Passed off to an underling, eh? Why am I not surprised? Well, you did cause what damage brings me in here, so maybe it's for the best. Just need a little bit of dosh to cover it. I tried talking to her about it, but it's like chatting up a brick wall, it is. Now, I'm sure you've got your own agenda, Sheriff, but I've taken a real wallet because of you.
Before we get into any of that, what do you know about the Crooked Man?
Don't try to change a subject on me. I need a little bit of that walking around money, you know? My car, total, the gaping maw in my wall. Any of us sound familiar? I'm not looking for a handout. Just what's right.
Here, Crane won't be getting any use out of this. Will that do?
Crane's money, eh? Well, I suppose that means it belongs to me as much as anybody. Thank you, Sheriff.
Use it to get glamored, Toad. You got the money now, so I won't be so lenient if I catch you again. And the farm is always on the table.
But of course.
Давай, удачи, жаба.
Bluebeard, you want to talk? Now's your chance.
I've just made my donation funding this office, so direct your questions to Miss White.
Well, at least he's not trying to get rid of me.
Хорошо.
For now. Did you take care of Toad? I mean, I saw the way he left. I know it may not seem that important right now, but glamours are the law for a very good reason.
Don't worry. I did the right thing.
Are you sure? Because he left looking pretty happy. Fine, we'll deal with it later. I know I should be asking how it got like this, but I just keep wondering why it happened. To Faith and Lily. You've seen his world. Do you have any idea why he'd want them dead? I don't know if the Crooked Man killed them with his own hand, or if it was one of his goons.
I don't know. But when I catch the fucker who did this, I'll find out why.
Sheriff, Miss White, I believe the mirror is repaired.
Так. Ну
I
давай.
have to say I have been better. But thanks for putting me back together.
I'm sorry, I have to know. Mirror, mirror, we're glad you weren't slain. Now please show us that sick creep Crane.
Yeah, I want to see where he's ended up, too.
Мертв, наверное.
You will get on that plane to Paris, and you will wait for the day the Crooked Man needs you. Until then, not a peep.
Вот так
Otherwise,
вот.
I get to deal with you my way. So please, please disobey. Wait a minute. Someone's watching.
What just happened?
Вот
We
так вот.
pointed you in the wrong direction. You looked at Bloody Mary's reflection.
Oh, her. That explains the sting. I'd rather not have to feel the pain she brings. So, let's not do that again, okay?
Хорошо.
Looks like we'll have to track him down later.
You're right. We need to focus on the immediate threat.
Давай,
That's the Crooked
Крокетмен.
Bigby, we don't have a lot of time.
Are you having trouble with the rhyme, Sheriff?
Mirror, mirror, no time to pout. So, where does Crooked Man hang out? I don't recognize the door, but that's the Crooked Man symbol on it.
Hold on.
The door. It moves.
Yeah, Jersey mentioned that.
Wait a minute. I know that door.
That's Central Park. I don't know when it's gonna move again, but I'm gonna get there before it does.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial. This can't be like it
Ты
was with
смеешься,
Фэйблтаун.
какой
I
суд.
don't care if it gets out of hand. You don't let it come to that. I know that emotions can run high, and you have your reasons to handle this a certain way. But we have to make a commitment to working within the
Давай
law.
так, я
Can't miss
постараюсь.
that promise. This could turn sour, just depending on how the wind blows. I have to be able to handle it how I see fit.
If people are going to have faith in the Faibletown government again, we need to be fair. Show them that we're doing things the right way. I have enough to worry about here while I prepare the case against him. So I'm going to trust you to handle this properly. That is, if you think you're ready.
Of course
Всегда
I'm ready.
готов.
I got no other choice.
Давай, большой страшный серый волк, вперед. Кто ж ты такой? Готический мост, Центральный парк, 94-я улица. Ночь. Ну, вперед. Зайдем красиво. Вперед. Нет смысла присматриваться к ней. Давай. Кто там у нас? Вот так вот.
Tim, what the hell are you
Вон
doing
и есть
here?
крокодил.
Good evening, Sheriff. I'm here to take you to the boss. Thanks, by the way, for leaving off Tiny Tim. I have to admit, when they asked me to watch the door, I wasn't sure what to expect when you came through that portal. I know you aren't here on a social call.
You know, I kinda thought the Crooked Man would have bigger guards. Trolls, ogres. I'm almost insulted he doesn't.
Maybe he just wants to talk. I'm supposed to bring you right on in, so if you'll come this way. Look, this is the one thing I have to do.
Fine, lead on.
Пойдем.
Thanks for understanding. This is all I'm here to do, and I don't want to mess it up. I know I'm probably the last person you'd expect to be a guard, or an escort for that matter.
I get it, you have a job to do. But you gotta ask yourself if you want to be involved with this guy.
Whatever you may think of him, he doesn't treat me like some broken little kid. I think he gets what it's like. He gave me a job, and I'm lucky to have it. This is the only option I've got. Just keep that in mind, maybe? Because if you and the boss go up against each other, the rest of Fäybltauun is gonna get caught in the middle. And if you're here, it can't be good. So I hope you two can come to an understanding.
I understand the position you're in, but you don't have to do this. There are other things you could do.
So it's just that easy.
Maybe not, but you don't want to be a part of this.
A lot of us depend on him. Some of us never get to the front of the line at the business office. But he's there. We need you, but we need him too. What we don't need is a war. Hey, Sheriff, hold up. I gotta go in with you. Thanks.
Ну, посмотрим.
Tell me who the fuck is back there.
I don't exactly know. I just mind the door. The boss is there.
He'll come
That
along.
much.
I might train before him. I'm sure he will prove himself quite handy to have in my pocket.
Голос
Either he's
спокойный,
smart
такой
enough to
уверенный,
do
интересно,
it
кто же это.
or dim enough to do as he's told.
Откроем просто.
That won't be necessary. Sheriff Wolf, sir.
Ну, здравствуйте.
Thank you,
Отдыхай.
Tim. I know the sheriff isn't the accommodating sort, but you handled it. You did well. You can go now.
Thank you, sir.
Все там сидят.
You see, everyone in Fäybltauun has a role to fill. You just have to pay attention to what they need to help them find it.
Джерси этот. Ага.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Все здесь. Курим. Понятно. Все самое интересное, как всегда, будет в конце. Но ждать осталось чуть-чуть. 5-й эпизод уже вышел, осталось дождаться только перевода. И мы узнаем, чем все закончится. А пока посмотрим короткий анонс.
I've heard stories about you. In the old days, how you picked off those men one by one. Oh, how they screamed. The wolf is coming. And they would wait hiding anywhere they could squeeze their pathetic, shivering corpses. Some would just drop to their knees where they stood, close their eyes, and wait for death. And you'd give it to them. I wish I could have seen it. Oh well.
Вот так вот. Так, дядя Сэнко, так, послали ли вы Колина на ферму? Нет, естественно, большинство людей так не поступило. Пытались ли вы снять ленточку? Так, мы не пытались, и 63% людей тоже не пытались. Ага, куда вы сначала поехали? Ну, большинство тоже поехало сначала к мясникам. Нет, я еще 74% людей не послали. Ага. Ну и 41% закурили, остальные сделали что-то другое. Ну что, ребят, закончился 4-й эпизод. Всем большое спасибо за просмотр. Если вам понравилось это видео, не забывайте ставить лайк, оставлять ваши комментарии, делиться впечатлениями. Вот, в ближайшие несколько дней выходит перевод 5-го эпизода, и мы сразу же с вами к нему приступим. Всем большое спасибо, с вами был Марио, до новых встреч, всем пока-пока.